Childhood obesity. From the year 1980 to 2006, the number of obese children increased by 200%. This is due mainly to the direct relationship between childhood obesity and glucose or sugar intake. Since 1970, glucose intake has increased by 300%, showing that glucose intake has a direct effect on a child's weight, as illustrated in the graph. There have been several past attempted solutions to oppose the increasing rate of childhood obesity. One solution was a media campaign that was run to try and educate adults on the impact that high sugar diets and drinks have on young people. The campaign did not have a very high success rate, where only 10.4% reported some sort of change during the media campaign. One article addressed the connection between high sugar consumption and the followed excessive weight gain, and stated that some school districts have recognized the high sales in vending machines and have tried to curb the growing habit by limiting the amount of vending machines in the schools, which have not had the impact that they were hoping for. Children need to avoid excessive use of technology. Nearly every problem that arises with childhood obesity can be traced back to the large use of television, gaming devices, and the media. One study looked at adults at age 26 and how much TV they had watched as children. Researchers found that, quote, 17% of overweight, 15% of raised serum cholesterol, 17% of smoking, and 15% of poor fitness can be attributed to watching television for more than 2 hours a day during childhood and adolescence. Close quote. Children also tend to snack more on cheap, unhealthy foods when gaming or watching television. The increase of fats and sugars in their diet increases their overall free fat mass. Lack of physical activity increases BMI, or body mass index, which can increase the risk for other health problems in the future. Parents should be the main factor in controlling and monitoring the use of television and gaming consoles. They have the authority and power to impose rules to stop excessive game time. They can limit certain things and make the child be physically active instead of lazy. Having parents control their children can be so beneficial in many aspects. Decreasing TV and game time can bring down the children's desire to eat and consume junk food. Money can be saved that way. Money may also be saved when a child does not need to visit the doctor's office for overweight problems. The latest dietary guidelines recommend 5 to 13 servings of fruit and vegetables a day, or 2 to 6 cups per day, depending on a person's caloric intake. According to the University of Wisconsin, if a child is induced to eat healthy, this incentive will make the child have a positive behavior towards consuming a portion of fruit or vegetables at lunchtime. If the child is encouraged to eat healthy, then parents may incorporate a different kind of fruit or vegetable in their daily meals and snacks rather than sugary or fatty junk food. And the lower the caloric intake, the less likely excess weight will be gained. Parents should teach their children about food groups. Parents can make a big difference. It is not easy to change children's eating habits, but it may help to reduce the obesity rate if they at least try. Home is one place where the difference between eating right and eating wrong can be extremely beneficial for the child's health. Teaching a child about food groups, portion sizes, and nutrition can help educate them on the importance of eating right. Initiating nationwide school programs may also help to combat childhood obesity. Having a second grade level class taught by an elementary school teacher about health and nutrition can be very beneficial because the earlier the child learns, the more they retain. The curriculum would consist of the healthy and non healthy sugars that are available and which ones are good for us and which ones are bad for us. The class would only need to be 3 to 4 weeks long and would also cover the addictions that come from sugary foods and beverages. This program would allow adults to catch the youth at an early enough age to prevent the negative habits from being formed. Children grow physically and mentally different than adults. It would only make sense that an exercise plan should be developed specific to their needs. Children need to grow and develop through simple exercise. No weight or treadmill is needed for healthy exercise in children because their bodies are growing at a rapid pace. Therefore, walking, running, playing physical sports, etc., can be effective enough at increasing blood flow and decreasing excess fat. There are several elements that play into childhood obesity, some being more critical than others. the most important being the parent's supervision over the children at home in both food choices and exercising regularly. In the future, eating healthy and exercising will have a big influence on the choices kids make when selecting foods to consume at school and fast food restaurants, and choosing to be active. On the other hand, parents must teach their children and lead by example. For one, they must be strict about the rules regarding when children can play video games, watch television, and play on their iPads. They should also allocate time for other healthier activities that can help the children live a healthier lifestyle.